Hi, I'm Amy Combs, and I'd like to offer a little bit of encouragement during this time of crisis that we have going on. Psalms 46:10 talks about, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations, and I will be exalted on the earth." I want you to think about that for a minute. He is in charge. He is in control of everything that's going on, and we need to relax as believers in knowing that and trusting that. I want you to think about your senses for a minute. I want you to use those right now a little bit differently than we have been the last week. I want you to look at the sunrise and the sunset. I want you to hear the birds chirping in the beautiful spring mornings. I want you to smell the daffodils and the cherry blossoms. I want you to feel the warm breeze from the sun rays shining down. I want you to touch nothing unless you have hand sanitizer with you. Hebrews 13:10 says that Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. This is just another spring in the life of God. And yet we here on earth are making this to be much worse than it really is. He is in charge, just like He is every other time. As a Spirit-filled Christian, we should be looking at this season as God is in control, not Trump, not the doctors, not CBS. Romans 8:28 says, "We know that all things work together for the good of those who love God, to those who are called according to His purpose." So rest and be filled with that peace, knowing that He does have the situation under control. So what do we do as believers? As believers, we need to humble ourselves and pray. 2 Chronicles says that if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear them from heaven and I will forgive their sins and, are you ready? Heal their land. So what do we as believers need to do? We need to get on our knees and start praying. Being the elementary teacher that I am, I use this 5-finger method. I want you to think about your thumb. Your thumb is your closest finger to you. So when you pray, I want you to pray for those people that are closest to you, your family, your friends, your co-workers, your neighbors. Stop for a minute and pray for those people. Your index finger is your pointer, and I want you to pray for the people that point you closer to God. Could be your preacher, could be a teacher, Sunday school teacher. It could also be a musician or an artist that sings a song that gets you closer to God. Could be a Christian author. Could be a prayer partner. Next comes your middle finger. Your middle finger is your tallest finger. It's the one of authority. I want you to think about the people that are in authority. I want you to pray for them. This is not political. Pray for President Trump. I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican. I could care less. He is God's chosen leader for our country for right now, and we need to be praying for him, that he's making decisions based on God and surrounding himself with people that are praying to make decisions that will keep us one nation under God. I want you to pray for your bosses and all the decisions they have to make for your jobs and places of employment. Think of those people in authority and pray for them. Next is your weakest finger, which is the ring finger. Think of those that are weak right now. Could be weak in illness through this coronavirus. It could be weak financially if they've lost their job, weak in relationships. Pray for the people that are weak in your life. And last, you have the smallest finger. I want you to pray for yourself. Pray for the things that you need, whether it be for health or for finances, for your job. What is it that you need? Confess and let Him know about those. I want you to remember that Jesus taught us to pray. He taught us to pray saying, "Your kingdom come, your will be done." And then He modeled that for us. When He was going, knew He was going to lose His life, but He said, "Let this cup pass before me." That was His desire. His desire was to live. And yet He said, "Nevertheless, not as I will, but as you will." So in those 5-finger prayers, I want you to keep that in mind. God, what's your will for all of these people? Let your will be done, Lord. Remember, God's got this. You humble yourselves, you pray, and trust in the Lord. Be courageous and strong. He's got this.